said, well, if that's the case, I resign.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. We are back again for the 14 days 14 women program. Thank you so much for joining, and today we have a wonderful and beautiful guest. Yeah, a very good personality, one of my very good friends. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I mean, I think I'm camera for the first time. I think I'm camera shy. Maybe because the camera is directly on my face or in my face. And so yeah, I think I'm maybe shy, but yeah, we are here.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
So introduce yourself.
Right. I am Oluwabumi Ngozi Akpele.
I'm not sure it's Ngozi.
Right, so I'm mixed breed. My mom is Igbo, my dad is Yoruba. So I like to just carry along so everybody knows, oh, this what's the Ngozi about?
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's great. That's nice. I mean, Ngozi means blessing, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I know. As usual in today's program, we're going to be asking our guests some questions, or Q&A questions, and after which we go into the gaming section where we ask our guest certain question, and if she wins, then she's opportune to win a gift from us, and if she doesn't, then that means she's owing this channel and our great audience gifts.
Ooh, that is such a setup.
Gifts. And then our amazing audience also, at the end of this video, will be putting up a question, and if you are able to get this question correctly, then you stand a chance to win a gift from us. So stay tuned as we get into business. We are talking about people's pleaser and people's person. I know there are some misconception about these two concepts. I read somewhere also that the difference between the two is actually one is seeking validation. Yeah, and the other one is just you being yourself. Yeah. So the people's pleaser is you're just trying to seek validation from people, just to make sure that is it their good book now, so to say?
Yeah, just doing things at the expense of your own happiness, at the expense of your happiness, basically. Doing things that just to get validation. Once we understand that you cannot please everybody, I think you'll be fine. Once you understand that everybody cannot like you, that's one thing. Once you have a mindset that everybody cannot like you, I think
you'll be okay.
You'll be very okay.
You know that sometimes we don't even know that we've already moved from in our desire. Normally as individuals, we want to be people's person. Like everybody who does not like to be liked. Do you get?
Right.
But unconsciously, some people have moved from that place of people's person to people's pleaser. So what are the signs that shows that okay, this person, you have actually moved from the line, like you have crossed the line to the other side?
On that, I'll give an instance, right? Where I work, I'm not going to make mention of where I work, right? We have a team lead.
Okay.
And way before so many other people joined the company, and I've been there for a while. I've seen her person, I've seen her character, I've seen her personality, and I know how amazing she is. And so when other people joined, before she became the team lead, so the position came up for people to come up and be interviewed and all that. And then she went for the interview. There were two of them, and this particular person did pass the interview, and of course she became the team lead, and it was okay. I mean, at the time it was, and she was being herself until the person who did not pass the interview, automatically she was not the team lead, began to do things that would really spoil everything this particular person was doing. And so in a bit to make her happy, in a bit to make her and her cohort, I would say, or her entourage happy,
the person that
did not win, in a bit to make her group happy, this particular person would go out of her way. I saw her literally depreciate from her personality, like literally go down from like 100 to a 0. It was really bad, and you could see how tense every time she was on shift with these people. She was tensed, just because she has started it already. Just to please them. Oh, you didn't get this right. Oh, you didn't do this right. Oh, this, oh, that. And even when she's doing the right thing, she's not sure anymore because you started the journey of trying to please people, try to make them see that, oh no, you're good. To be fair, it's like saying you're telling someone to give you respect because you're respectable. Right, I'm a respectable person. Respect me. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Respect, they say, is reciprocal. So I see that you have respect, right, and I respect you back. I see that you give respect, right. I give same respect. I accord you same respect back. But when you begin to really seek these things, I mean, it's in our world out there today how that people really want to be liked by everybody, and that's okay. To want to be liked by everybody, but to be fair, sometimes we all go out of line totally, and when you begin to go out of line, it's from anxiety. Some people do it out, it's born out of maybe anxiety, lack of love, lack of being rejected, fear, of being seen as incompetent, right, in your field or whatever. Yeah, so those are the few signs I would say. And then you begin to say, one thing is, she would always say yes to them, even when it's not convenient. You could see her. Say we had a long shift, we all had a long shift, maybe a day before, and then the next morning we are back to work. These people call and then just say, oh, I'm running late, can you help with so of my work? Say yes. And she just say yes. Oh. On a particular day, this lady, I'm feeling for her. Sometimes it's not your fault. Like you don't want to disappoint the person, right? And from there, but if you're not careful, you just continue that way, and you've already transited from being a people's person. You become absolutely a people's pleaser. So we need to watch out for that. Like we need to be very careful. Yes. Because it's happened in different phases of life. It's can even be from our family members, our siblings, and all. To be fair, you're right. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. It could be in the family. You could, in a bit to please someone you really take in high esteem. You gradually begin to drift away from your belief, your values, something you would ordinarily not do by yourself. You would see yourself saying yes. So these are signs you should watch out when you always say yes and do things out of discomfort to please people or gain validation. So ladies, let's watch out. So can you share like a personal experience where you learned valuable lessons about being likable without compromising your own needs? I don't know if this would be seen as it, but I'll just share it anyway. Okay. It was years ago where there's one of the few places I'd gotten a job. This was before admission. I finished secondary school at the time. So it was one of these sales representative kind of job. I started the job and were lots of sales. He had lots. They were a set of twins. They both managed. They were always coming to the office every day. They sell POPs, like to design interiors of houses. For reasons that I'm mixed breed, right? My mom is from their place, so they said, okay, you stay in the head office and just handle things for me and let every other one be in other branches. And okay, and every other sales girls were happy about it because they didn't want to be in Oga's faces, right? They didn't want to be in their faces. I'm like, oh well, I also don't want to be, but here we are here. And so we started the job, and every time everybody brings their report to these people, it was out of fear. They will put a call through first and say, I did here. Who is there? Is it the wicked one? Is it the one that is a bit better? Is it the one that is fair in, who is there? And I'm explaining, okay, this is the one, or I'll just say whoever is there. You don't get choice. Sorry for PG. You don't have a choice. Just give your report. Okay. And so this all happened. There's so much good fear in their workers that nobody can say anything. Nobody can challenge them. Even when you're asked to do. Sometimes I'll say this. Sometimes you're being asked to lie about a particular product. Right, so they mix it somewhere behind the office and then just do like concussion, sharp, and then zip the bag, seal it up, and people are coming, they're selling it in, very crazy amounts. And so one of the days, something had happened. I gave my report, and then they said, right, that they want me to come on Sunday. to work. I said, why? At this point, I think I was 19 or 20 or in age, and I asked why. They said no, that they're begging. That can I please come on Sunday? You know, they really have this urgent business that they want to clear, and it's a whole lot of money, and they cannot trust any other person aside their sister's daughter. Right. When I came in, when I was interviewed, you told me it was Monday to Saturday. I didn't like the Saturday, but I mean, it was fair.
Okay.
And now you're including Sunday, so I'm sorry, I can't do Sunday. And then he said, at least for my sister's sake now, just the fact that my sister, your mom and me, we're from the same place. I said, I understand that, and that's why I'm even more respectable to you, to two of you, but I can't sacrifice my Sunday. I apologize, I'm sorry, sir. In fact, I was using the word, sir. I said, I can't sacrifice my Sunday, sir. And one of them flared up. How dare you? We pay you salary. We pay you this. Everything you're wearing from head to toe is from the salary you earn, blah, blah, blah. And then I looked at him and I said, very right. And it's because I rendered the service. And so you paid me to get dressed, right? But I still will not come on Sunday, sir. I won't come on Sunday. If you don't come on Sunday, consider yourself sacked. You're fired. We don't need you anymore.
Wow.
I said, right. If that's the case, so be it. And it was more like a daring thing for them. How that I would confront both of them at the time. I was very young, very skinny, way skinnier than this. And confronted them and said I wasn't going to come. And so they waited till Sunday. By Monday, boldly I went to work. I'm getting to work. I've just got it short so that I won't go too far again. On Monday I got to work. And then I started my job. I greeted him. I went about my daily activities. And he came and said, well, have a seat. We want to see you. And then I sat down and then he said, well, the management has decided that your services are no longer needed. I said, okay. On a Monday morning. Right. That's fine. But why? If I may ask. Since we cannot ask for, we can't request things out from you, we can't ask you to do something as your boss and then you turn the management down and the management pays you well. I said, well, if that's the case, sir, I resign. I gladly resign. And then I left. Boldly dropped everything I needed to drop, the key, whatever I had in their possession that was theirs in my possession. I dropped it all and then I left. 3 days later they called me and said, right, the management has had a discussion. Do you want to resume back?
Just like that.
Right. I don't know if this is part of it, but some girls were available for that job that day.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes they do pay what they call overtime, right? Okay. But I didn't want overtime. I didn't want that. I stood by. I said no. Sundays were the only days I had to rest, do my laundry, visit friends or spend time with family. I would not compromise Sunday because you want to make more money.
Yeah.
If that be the case, I would resign. And few days later I was called. I resumed back and my respect was in high esteem at this time. From this time forward, when they would ask every other person for things, ridiculous things, right, you are not going home until 10 o'clock today, we have things to do, I will carry my bag and walk away. Yes, you pay me, but I'm rendering services to you.
Yes,
and this is just small in our world. Like, if you are going to compare it to many other spheres, in churches, in so many other organizations, in your family, it begins with you taking a stand for yourself. Yeah. Basically, define yourself, define your values. I mean, any human being who just walks around, wakes up and just gets going without having a definition of who you are, you're swayed easily.
It's easy for you to just
by any wind of doctrine that comes. You're swayed to the left, you're swayed to the right. Oh, we're going left today. Yes, I will go. We're going right today. I will go.
That's true.
We're doing this today. But if you have your values, really, no matter where you find yourself, especially for we who find ourselves in, another land, in new countries.
Yeah.
That's one story for another day.
Yeah, honestly. Because I have similar experience with yours, and it's in this country and they just asked me to work Saturday, Sunday. So I'm like, no, so I say no. And do you know other people, they don't even bother them. They're like, why can't I work this? I said, I have number of hours I'm working a day, and this is what I choose to do. You can give me every other day. You have Monday to Friday, and it's not as if I'm limited to, okay, it has to be 8 hours. You can give me 12 hours, and you sabi. But that Saturday and Sunday, I have other things I want to do, and of course my YouTube channel includes. And I don't hide it. Like, I just tell them I have other things I'm doing, and this is it. They left me on my own. They gave me. The thing is, when you make people understand your person and what you stand for,
what you stand for, absolutely.
Yeah, they will eventually align with it and just. And you know the funny part? They will still call me and ask me, "How is your channel going? Is it your podcast?"
Absolutely.
I said, "Yeah, it's going well."
Even in hypocrisy, right? Even in eye service statements, when they make these eye service statements, it doesn't move you because you're still doing you're doing you. You're being real to yourself. So behind them, behind you, in front of you, whatever they say, you don't care. Because at the end of the day, you go home and sleep like a child, not thinking, oh God, I have to see this person again tomorrow. Some people are really always tense when they come to work. My team lead is always like that. There's this particular group of people, when she's on shift with them, he's always tense. She's always there. She's always on her toes. And you're the team lead. And some days I want to say, take charge, girl.
I know that feeling.
Can you take charge? And I'm like, I better mind my business. But really, that's it. That's one of the reasons why define yourself. Don't just, you didn't fall from heaven. Right? We're all born by somebody. Growing up, define when you get to the stage, right, where you know your left from your right, define yourself, define your values, align them, and life you'll be able to maneuver somehow. It's as though an introvert. I'm an introvert, right? And it's relative. Mine is relative, right? When I'm with my people, when I'm with close friends, right? Oh Jesus, I become the extrovert then. But more than half, I am 70% introvert and 30 extrovert. Say we go out, we all go out, for instance. I'm quick to run back to my shell. I'm quick to go, but I'm tired easily to talk to everybody. I'm tired to be in people's faces easily. I don't like to be everywhere. You will tell. It just weighs me down. My face just clamps down like that, and I'm just mute again, And that's me. And so I'm seeing the extroverted ones jumping up, and they're easily noticed. Before you know it, they know their names, and then the next time we are meeting again, that's the only person they're remembering. Even if I do anything, even if I do any sacrifices there's nothing about me that is remembered, because at some point I just went back into my shell. Would I be intimidated because of that? No, that's my person. And imagine say because I want them to remember me again, next time we have an outing, I'll not be flying from pillar to post, be jumping from pillar to post.
You talk to people, please.
I think I'll just fall sick. I'll just do poorly, really, because that's not my person. So I never get intimidated of who I am. If you really know yourself, I don't think you should. I don't think you will.
I second that. Thank you so much. Okay, so I have a very last question now. Okay, and I'll just read it out for you. So, what advice would you give someone who struggles to balance the desire to be liked and the need to prioritize their own happiness?
I don't know how really you won't want to be happy by yourself. I don't know how you would not want to be happy.
We want to be liked by everyone. And you're not jollof rice.
Right, and to be fair, it still boils down to you knowing who you are. Right, it boils down to you defining your person. Who is Bumi? Who am I? Who is Shade? Who is Ennington? Who is Michael? Who is whoever is out there watching? Whoever you are, define yourself first, right? And find out your values, things that makes you happy. Stay true to them, right? Stay true to these things. Stay true to things that makes you really happy, things that gives you comfort, things you do and it's not born out of discomfort, out of trying to be validated.
That's true,
right? Say something. I'll tell you about myself briefly. The way I so like myself, the way I like myself, there's no insult. You won't bring insult that I'll now be thinking. If this didn't happen, in secondary school. I don't think it will happen. It can happen. So growing up, I come from my dad is quite hairy.
Oh,
right, very hairy.
Wow.
Unfortunately, okay, let me take the hairy part. I did not just take what do they call this?
Is it Teddy?
Teddy. I did not just take Teddy. I took beard. I have beards.
Oh.
And so it started popping out small
Okay.
from secondary school. And then when those boys want to talk to me, that's where they will target, because they know that my mouth is sharp. They will not say, look at this man.
Oh.
So it started gradually. The first time the person said this, the whole class knew it. And so sometimes when they want to throw shade, they say, when they are, they want to take girls to this side, boys to this side, they just say, you are not among, go, please join the boy. Are you even a boy again? Hey, you have where can we put you now? Days I went home. I cried so hard. I looked at myself in the mirror. Why do you have this thing? Why do you have this thing? And my mom met me there crying. I said, what happened? And then I told her, oh, look at these people. Every time they are abusing me, look at the hair is coming. At the time, it was even one pop, like just one strand.
I cut it now.
And then that time, right? So what I do is, I notice, when I do is I will not go and I'll sneak steal my dad's shaving stick. I didn't want it on my face. I want to be a girl in my face. I didn't want any of those masculine things. And I started doing that hidden. And before you know it popped out a lot. I had like so many strands. And my mom made me cry that day, and then she said, what happened? I said, why do I have beards? Why do I have hair under my jaw? Why? Am I a girl or a boy? Somebody said I was changing your womb. Was I changed? Blah, 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 blah. So many things. And then she just allowed me finish crying. And when I was done, I said, does it change the fact that you're a girl? Does it change the fact that you have boobs? Does it change the fact that you still see your menstruation every month? Does it change the fact that you are beautiful, Bonnie? Don't now look at yourself now. Look at yourself. And then she praised me. She said, your daddy is hairy. And unfortunately, almost all of you took after your dad. Nobody even took after me. We all took your dad. We are 3 girls in the family, and we are all hairy. In fact, my younger sister's hair is from her legs to her thigh. It's such a lot. I said, your dad is hairy, and that's genetic. It's bound to happen, right? It will happen. When they tell you anything like that, tell them. See anything answer them, face them, and answer. The more you keep running away from me, the more you meet. What about when you meet? When you meet someone that talks like that in front, face them. Tell them, am I not beautiful? Even in that, I know you've told me about one boy that is always asking you out, and then I remember, after all, I see her voice. I have crush. That's someone who was writing me love letters, even in all of these things. So and so it became such an encouragement for me. I see guys staring closely. I just put it to you so you will know. In case you want to toast me, and that is like a stay away kind of thing, I will tell you so that you will know that this is it, right? And this is just one thing out of so many other things. Some people do a lot of things because you want to be validated, because you want to be given thumbs up, because you want to get so many likes. To be fair, every day I look at myself in the mirror and I say, God, you great, thank you.
God, they try.
God, you finish work. You finish. I don't care for anyone. I don't care what you think about me. I honestly don't care. And I think if everybody goes about that way, I want to understand how that some people, out of lack of love, out of so many rejection statements they've had, they've so totally lost themselves, right? I understand that, but then again, would you continue like that?
No.
Would you rather stay in rejection? Would you rather stay in compromising your happiness just because you always want to get validation?
That honestly, I honestly learned a lot from what you just said, and I'm sure our audience will also learn a lot from everything you said. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
having me. You're just flowing, like I just give you now.
Thank you for having me.
Like I just had to calm down. I was listening.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, so now let's go to the gaming section.
Hey.
Yeah, I know you're going to win this one because we are even.
Hey, please don't put me on the spot.
Okay, so this particular section, you have to pick a number from 1 to 5. And we ask you the question and we'll see if you're going to get it right.
Oh, nice. 4. Oh my god, I'm really not lucky with things like this.
No, number 4 is just telling you to do something. So it's saying, the question is actually saying that you should write, but there is nothing to write with now. So you just say.
So I automatically win?
No. Write what you're grateful for and share it.
Oh. Okay.
But you see, you're not writing, so just share anything that you're grateful for at the moment.
I'm grateful for life. And most importantly, I'm grateful for the state of my heart. That is deep. That is very deep, and I can spend hours talking about it. I'm grateful for the state of my heart. I am grateful to God for the state of my heart.
That's good. Well, so in everything you give thanks to God. In every situation, make sure you thank God for everything that He has done, for how far He has brought you and high. Okay, so now let's move to our gift presentation.
I have a gift.
So on behalf of my audience and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
So for our audience, thank you so much for watching to this very end. So for your question, in order to win a gift, check out who is going to be coming up next in our next video. Drop that down in the comment section and stand a chance to win a gift from us. I see you tomorrow.